You know I'm up in this bitch. I'm here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. So if you don't like the truth, baby, this ain't the channel for you. Backspace, delete, and do what you gotta do. I really don't give a fuck. Alright. We gonna get right into it, right into the energy. And yeah, just go from there. Let me get some signs. Pisces, Taurus, Cancer, and Leo, and Scorpio. Taurus, Leo, Aries. Yeah, push this back on. And, Capricorn, Aries, Gemini. No, yeah, Gemini. Yeah, I learned these signs. I'm pretty damn proud. Leo, Scorpio. All right, couple more. This is the one I always Capricorn. I always fuck up on Cancer, Libra, Sagittarius. Last one, Pisces. Okay. Hey, how are you? That's funny. I'm fat. Thank you. I wonder what skinny is. I'm gonna go cry in the corner. Somebody, you're coming into wish fulfillment. Actually, you know what you remind me of? I decided to go out today, right? Take my daughter to ride ponies. And it was a lady there. And she just had her face so turned up. Just hate all of her face. And it was just giving like, I'm confident with who I am. I'm happy in my skin. How do you feel about yourself? It just gave that energy, you know. That's what you remind me of. People just love hating. I know you're not fat, you're skinny. I know. I'm being sarcastic. I'm too skinny. Somebody here is coming into their wish fulfillment. Some kid. I wonder what anorexic looks like. Silly, you know. I don't pay trolls no mind at all. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Somebody here is longing somebody or is in separation with somebody longing for a person. No, she not. It's okay. You don't gotta argue with these people. I don't argue with people. Fuck them. Somebody could be experiencing a tower moment. Fate intervened. Divine got involved. You know, it's okay. Hi. I don't pay trolls no mind. I'm telling you, I don't. It's a projection of their own self-hate. They spew out a bunch of hate. It's okay. or insecurities, or you're miserable, or shit you grew from, shit you heal from, shit you need to heal. It don't really make me no difference what a person feel about me. Let's see, what is this tower? Somebody was detoured on another way and fate intervened. Like striking somebody's world up. Something that could have happened in the springtime. Or somebody here, your seeds are planting in the springtime. Or this tower could have occurred in the springtime. Or it's coming. Hi. I wasn't say. I don't. Why you saying it? Let them hate. Let them hate. Yes. You ain't got haters, you ain't popping, right? You ain't doing something right if you ain't got haters. You got a lot of motion going on if you ain't got haters. You feel me? Yes, would you like a personal or a pull on live? Somebody needs to trust in divine timing. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Keyyyy Collective. Somebody's going through a transformation. Somebody could have a soul tie with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Trust in divine timing, okay? That shit play out how it's supposed to. You don't want to get caught up in a tower that was never destined for you to be in. Boom, a clap. What does that mean? Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Keyyyy Collective, you guys. I was just at 444 subscriptions. It felt damn good. Yes, I love water. All right. Somebody in divine timing is going to come forward and tell somebody the truth or express themselves. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Somebody could be wearing a facade or wearing a mask. Just not being themselves, impersonating something, impersonating somebody. She could be impersonating a celebrity. You know, there's people out here that try to act like these celebrities type shit. What's up? Thank you. So somebody here, or is acting like you stand for something and your belief system is completely different. You don't stand for what you preaching that you stand for, but you moving different. It's like saying one thing, moving a different way. It's that type of energy. It's all I ask of you. Yeah, somebody's toxic as fuck. Really fucking toxic. Or somebody's bounded to toxicity, and that's the tower somebody's in. Just keep repeating the same patterns. It's the energy of like, a person could try to have you, Sagittarius, I'm there. Hi, Saggy. I'm sub, thank you. It's the energy of like, somebody could have dealt with the individual and they had you in repeated cycles of toxicity, kept repeating the same patterns. It was like, this individual is so fucking toxic, and you're trying to change a person that's toxic, or they're trying to show up as if they're not that. And then the further you get in to the relationship, the more toxic it becomes. And then it's like the toxicity felt like it had a person bounded up in a situation where it's like you don't really want to let go, or when you try to let go, you keep getting pulled back type. But it's a push-pull ass energy, but it's all the manipulation tactic. Somebody completed a cycle, opened their third eye. I love that. I'm a Sagittarius. I love that for you. December and November. So somebody could have went into a situation like this. Somebody here is growing in the summertime. 111 on the clock, intuition, chemistry, and passion. I'm telling you, somebody, let me grab this, y'all. Somebody is watching, inspiring, or somebody inspecting, keeping a close eye on you. Okay. Oops. Let me see. Give me one moment. December. I'm a December Sagittarius too. We did. I just saw a post on Facebook about Sagittariuses. You know we stay trending. They love us or they hate us, right? I'm in the winter. I love that for you. All right. Somebody could have felt like they had chemistry with a person. There was a lot of passion there. It was everything a person wanted. Somebody want to be the one you go to, want to be the one that ain't gonna hurt you. They want to be with you. Somebody is content with I want to be. And this could be new love type of energy, or a person that's a friend to somebody. Telling you somebody gonna try to communicate with somebody, send somebody a message. You're sweet. And thank you. I'm sure you are too. Yeah, this is a friend. Somebody here, your friend really want to be with you. They really in love with you. They want to be that one for you. Somebody is coming into new beginnings, taking action on something. Jupiter, Sagittarius energy. Somebody is very courageous, or somebody, when you take action, your courage, you're going to be very courageous going forward to do something, or going into these new beginnings. All right, divine. In the present moment, express gratitude, or somebody is expressing gratitude in the present moment, which is attracting in more abundance. Oh, okay. So each his own, you know. And somebody here, you alchemize a lot of dark energy. Or it's that type of energy where you dealt with people that wore a facade, dealt with toxic people, felt bonded to cycles on repeat. But instead of you constantly, it's okay. It's okay. You missed the troll. I'm fat, apparently. I'm fat. Little old me is fat. It's that type of energy where instead of me constantly staying in this energy, repeating the same cycles, being tied up and bounded to toxicity, I'm gonna alchemize it. I'm gonna grow from it. I'm gonna elevate my mind. I'm gonna elevate past these cycles versus staying in them. And somebody here, your ancestor guides, is definitely aiding in, or your ancestor guides help you with this transformation. Or a part of you alchemizing is also tuning into your ancestors. No, you're not. You're skinny. I know. I be trolling. I'm not trolling. The troll tried to troll me and got trolled. Ah. I know I'm not fat. Somebody here is going through change, and I'm telling you, something made somebody more courageous. So maybe somebody didn't really speak up for themselves, or they lacked a lot of courage. Or your courage could have been, it's a thing called false courage, false belief. It's the type of energy, whereas what a person went through actually made them more courageous versus hindering them. It's like a person thinking they're keeping you tied to toxicity and bounding you to patterns, thinking it's gonna dim your light or dim you down or bring you to their level. Whereas it more so puts you in this change, transformation, tapping into my ancestors, alchemizing dark energy, more courageous energy. That backfired. So yeah, epiphany. Somebody's going through a breakthrough. Somebody's having an epiphany, or this situation could have gave somebody an epiphany and helped them break through. Because it's like, thank you. Really, you was the catalyst to help me grow. I was going through toxicity through childhood, whether it was in a parenting dynamic, a friend dynamic. I was repeating the same patterns from childhood. My caretakers, they were toxic. They had me bonded. I was repeating toxic patterns with them. And then when I bumped into you, you tried to use that against me and more so make me submit to your abuse. Whereas instead, I used that to help me grow. I sat back, I studied you. I studied how you moved. I studied your patterns. I studied everything. And that's how I'm so sharp when it comes to manipulation. And now I can see it with my family and my friends too. So it's it more so the energy where a person having an epiphany about things that's around them, all because of being stuck in a toxic relationship, toxic situationship, toxic flingship, toxic family ship. Somebody is more courageous. And I fucking love that. To be free, you should be a famous person to talk like this because this will help a lot of people. Thank you. It'll come when it's time, you know. I'm just taking the punches as I go, personally. And I don't really care about the fame. I just care about the message and just give me the money. Fuck the fame, you know. But I do hope I can reach millions and trillions of souls. I have somebody here, like I said, this energy, yeah, remembering awakening. Okay, it's this energy of like, in your past, right? You could have suffered a lot. You could have been lacking something. It could be lacking healing. Like I said, if I come from a toxic background, of course, when I get in a toxic relationship, it's going to be so normal to me because that was my upbringing. Like, that's all I know. Whether my parents were toxic to me, my caregivers, my grandma, my grandfather, or adopted parents, whether they were toxic to me or to each other, that's something that I was exposed to, right? So somebody here, in your past, you was in lack of healing, or these individuals always wanted you in a state of lack, whether it was emotionally, so they fuck with your emotional state, whether it's financially, so they fuck with your finances. You got parents that take money from their kids. Like, you got situations of financial abuse, verbal abuse type of energy, which could have put somebody in a suffering energy. Somebody could have been very doubtful, didn't believe in themselves, but it's seeds that was planted thereof. Like a kid, when you think of like a baby coming to this world, they're not born with fear, lack, doubt. Parents more so instill that into their kids. Whether I'm threatening you to do something that I want you to do, a kid is in fear, they're gonna do it, right? I threaten to whoop you. A kid's gonna be fearful to get their ass whooped, so they go do it. So just like a parent can instill fear into you, a parent can instill doubt into you. Make you feel like you're lagging. Somebody could be lagging or watch something that was lagging recently. And it also put a person in a state of confusion, constant doubt, like, or somebody is coming from chaos and confusion and elevating past it, having an awakening about the illusions that was around them, the constant confusion that was projected onto them, or a person trying to keep a person in a confusing state. And that's where you could be lacking, because if I'm just seeing the illusions and I'm not growing past the illusions, that's all I see, that's all I believe. So you could be lacking the truth thereof. So instead of that, somebody's remembering something and is awakening, which is putting somebody in regret and repressing themselves, repressing pain, repressing their feelings. Repression leads to depression. I give you my hope and I got to go. So great night to you and be happy. You as well, love. Somebody's operating out of their shadow side. Somebody is going through a dark night of the soul, and I am seeing here somebody was so guarded towards vulnerability. And that could be stemming from your parents or a person that's supposed to love you. And if they're not vulnerable with you, like, you got parents that barely say I love you to their kids. And imagine if they barely say I love you, what type of love they're showing their child. So you get this kid that grow up, and when it comes to being vulnerable, they look at it like a weakness because all they've seen is their parents being strong. And they were taught that vulnerability makes them weak. Whether it's like you're a man, toughen up. The world don't give a fuck about how you feel and you being emotional. Somebody has this view of the world where it's like, if I'm vulnerable, it's going to make me weak. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Kitty Collector. The spirit is key, so what is your name? That was smooth. So I bet you start loving me as soon as I start loving somebody else. You thought the grass was green on the other side. So That's why somebody was more so in that energy of when it comes to vulnerability, they cool on it. They guard themselves towards vulnerability, or somebody here that thinks that you could have been through when it comes to love and family and friends. Could have put you in this energy where it's like, I got to guard myself, I got to guard my heart. And granted, yes, vulnerability makes me strong, but I can't give everybody my vulnerability because everybody's not going to care about my vulnerability or treat my heart how they're supposed to. It's that type of energy. Or somebody here, a part of the shadow side is they put a guard up towards vulnerability, towards opening up. Yeah, somebody, okay, period. Like I said, it's the energy where it's like, I acknowledge that me being vulnerable, everybody don't deserve that. This put me in energy of loving myself, knowing my self-worth, having expectations when I go into a situation instead of just letting shit play out and see how things fall. Instead of seeing how the cards fall. When I go into a situation, I have expectations. I'm not just going to accept the bare minimum or bottom of the barrel picking energy, confirmation. So that puts somebody in that energy. Yeah, my shadow side could have took advantage of that part, but this new energy that I am in, no, that shit is over with. And somebody here is more stable in this energy of harmony and just letting shit flow, whether it's blessings flowing or just going with the flow like water. Water just flows, it just goes. And water don't stop going. Somebody is with a stalemate and is avoiding energy. Distance and retreat or timeout. Okay. See how it's so comfortable now. You ain't really scared. Yeah, guarded towards vulnerability. Somebody better than what? Somebody here is very distant. Somebody's dreams. Something could be very significant. Somebody's a dreamer here, or you're getting messages in your dreams. Somebody is from a distance, retreating or on a timeout. And that could be that separation too in the longing. I am seeing here some depth tear two people apart. So it's like, if my intention is to come around you and use you for what I can get and what I can gain, right? The way the ancestors work, shit will just start drying up around you, around this situation. You have more troubles. You can't keep a hold of finances, or it's hard to manifest finances if a person's only around you for what you have. So when you got away from the situation, you became more stable. You're more in this harmony energy. You're more so letting shit flow how it's supposed to. Because somebody made a contract, or this could have been a contract marriage, a contract relationship. Or shit, this could have just been a commitment. Or somebody's career was really good when a person met them and somebody was bringing in income. But now that the income ain't the same, depth tear two people apart. And the spark is just not there no more. Because it was never about the person. It was never the attraction to the person. It was about what the person can do and provide. What they can bring. Or an agreement and shit. The thing about contracts and real love and a contract, a relationship, is two different things. If I love you and you come home and you could be pulling in a whole bunch of money, right? I would look at you and say, you say, this job don't make me happy. I'm cool. Like, it's really fucking with my mental health. A person that loves you is more so gonna be in the energy like, okay, we're gonna work this out. We're gonna think of something. We're gonna see what suits you, right? Because a person is not in love with what you have, the superficial shit. They're in love with the person that's in front of them, right? Whereas a contract is like a sugar daddy, sugar mama type of thing. Whereas like, same said person come home and say, you know what, like, this job is fucking with my mental health, my body hurt, blase, blase, whatever the reason is. A person that's in a contract relationship is going to be like, they're going to push back. They're not going to want anything to do with it because the exchange is I'm giving you sex and you're paying all the bills. It's an exchange type of energy versus in a loving type of energy. So that tear two people apart here. So it was never a spark there. It was more so like I'm in love with your money. I'm in love with what you have, not you. Or like I said, somebody could have just been working, they had a career where they was pulling their money, and then once they started being in this energy of debt, or just not pulling in what they used to, losing a job. It's like having a job where you make a salary, you have a set amount you're used to bringing in, and then once said salary is out the window, a person lose a job or get hurt. Because you have situations where a person get hurt and they need the other person to have their back, pick up the dead weight of what they can't pick up anymore. And the person more so show their ass instead, like, I just can't do it. But once this same said person get back up on their feet and is making income again, who, I was just tripping. I really love you. You love me. Okay. Somebody feeling appreciated. You taking my love for granted, baby, and I don't know how much more I can take from you. Yeah, somebody is guilty, or somebody try to make somebody feel guilty because they're not pulling the income. It's like, bitch, you're dude, sir, ma'am, you're beating a dead horse. It's like, okay, since you can't do what you used to do, a person more so try to make you feel guilty because you can't provide the lifestyle that they want. And then more so, or it's the energy where a person to sit back and try to sabotage you. Don't really want you to make income. They bitch and moan about you being out making income, but then it's like they don't want you unless you're making income. It's confusing. And like I said, somebody just more so tried to guilt trip a person and make them feel bad, or make them feel less of a man, less of they're doing their part because they can't give to a situation, but it's a part of guilt tripping. This was to expose this person for who they really are, not for you to try to go out and see. If I felt ill or if I got injured and I can't provide what I used to provide, and the person that I love and I took care of through thick and thin through these seasons, it can't have my back in a situation like I had theirs, that's just spirit showing you this person is not for you. Don't let a person guilt trip you into doing more damage and more toil labor on your body, knowing you're supposed to be sitting in the house and relaxing and doing what doctor's orders said to do. Or don't let them make you feel like you're less of a man, less of a woman, because you're not pulling in the same income that you used to, because your job changed. Because it's like somebody being a teacher, and this teacher love their job, but they don't make enough. And then it's like being guilt tripped into going into something that makes more, but you're fucking miserable. Or switch the roles where you go from a job making more and then you go doing something that you love to do, but you're making less. But you're happy. A person should be happy. We can adapt to the income that we're bringing in. Somebody's used to living a certain lifestyle. So it's that type of energy where it's like, a person necessarily don't want to adapt, or it's, okay, let's see what something else that we can actually afford. Let's see, we could look for something else that's cheaper. We didn't already live the high class life. No, they want to continue to live the high class life. So it's like, get with the program or get lost type of energy. Saturn, Neptune. What the fuck? Air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's that type of energy where a person more so try to guilt trip a person because they can't do what they used to do in a situation. Or because debt is called, somebody can get called by debt collectors. Debt is piling up, or like I said, somebody had to just more so take a break, retreat, time out or something, so they're not bringing in income like how they used to. Control tactics. Didn't I say don't let them guilt trip you? Like, this shit is all to control the person. They know how to pull on your heartstrings, and they also know how to use tactics to control you. If you're empathic, you have a heart and you care about this person's feelings, and they're more so operating out of a controlling state, they're going to control your empathy. They're going to play on your empathy. So they're going to use guilt trip tactics to play on your empathy. If you don't evolve past it and can't acknowledge you're trying to fucking manipulate me, you're gonna just think, oh yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna feel bad because you're empathic. Know the difference between, damn, okay, I do feel bad. Going forward, we can do this, and a motherfucker just using tactics to control you and manipulate you. It's this type of energy Or this could be that energy where a person has somebody on the side and tried to make somebody submit to a situation or a contract they had with somebody else for financial gain. Take it how I resonate. At the end of the day, what does a man do when he's in that situation where he can't do what he used to do and every day turn their back on you? Okay, I'm not getting what you're trying to ask. I get the first part where you're used to doing everything that you want to do, and then hi, Lowski. Let me reread it. Okay. Fuck them people. Okay, now I get it. Had to reread it and digest it. Fuck them people. At the end of the day, them people benefited off the back of you being broken and giving and giving and giving. And that's a mechanism we pick up from childhood where it's called people pleasing. Whereas like you break your back and you make sure everybody around you good, but do you worry about your fucking self? And it's like at the extinct of yourself, I'm making sure y'all set, but I'm not even minimizing my health. I'm not even minimizing me. And these are the same set people. Do you even check to see if a motherfucker could? But then when you fall off, or it was a video I seen. I'm going two directions, okay? When you fall off, these are the same set people where you can't even ask them for $2, but you help them build their empire. And these be people that do got it to give to you and or don't. But they don't even try to make an effort to help you. You get what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's like that season of a person falling off in their eyes, because I don't look at it as falling off. I look at it as it's evolving. You learn to be happy without money too. If I'm used to doing everything for everybody else, you'll overlook yourself. And you're going to constantly show up in life and living for other people. And people that do that are not happy with their life or their self. They're fucking miserable. They feel like the only reason I'm living is for other people, not for myself. I'm just here to provide. And that's where you get people, you get females or males that weaponize that shit and they look at you as a tool only to provide. So it's that type of energy where it's like, at the end of the day, figure out what makes you happy. And I don't give a fuck if it's making less. Figure out what makes you happy. Figure out what makes you happy that costs you little to no money. But allow these people to turn on you, because once you glow up, these same people are gonna try to turn back to you. If they ain't have you when you was down, do you think they're gonna have you when you up? Or they just gonna sit around and reap off your blessings? And that's what they've been doing for the fucking longest. And somebody answers, it's called the vibe. Like, Now I bet if we change, if the tables turn, and you ain't really got it, but these people got it, we gonna see how they treat you instead. If them tables turn, this is the person that you constantly sabotaging for. Now let's see when the tables turn, you're gonna really start to see who really there for you and who really got your back. And who was just around you leeching off of your success. It's that type of energy. So somebody here, like I said, don't let nobody fucking guilt trip you. The fuck? See how she got her foot on his, or somebody be silenced when it comes to a person. Like when a person is using guilt tripping tactics or controlling tactics, somebody is silent. They don't really speak up or they don't want to argue. So they more so just, okay, yeah, okay, okay, okay. But back to what I was saying, it was a video I seen, and it was this homeless dude, and he was like, this dude, he was doing like street interviews, and he came up to the homeless dude. He was like, "How did you get here?" He said, "I was helping out everybody." Basically, he helped people build their house brick by brick, and he turned back to them same people when he needed help and said, "You know what? Like, can you just give me the shirt off your back?" And look at where he's at now. You looked out for all these people. All these people. I seen it first fucking hand with this dude. His house was an open home. Anybody can come there. If he cooked, he showed love. These the same people that disrespected him, passive, abusive. Same situation. Once this motherfucker got evicted, now these people got their own homes. Some of them do. Once he got evicted, he had nobody he can go to. It was a fucked up situation to see, and I'm like, damn. It was a reflection. I'm like, damn, I constantly looking out for people. I don't want to end up in this position to constantly looking out for people, and these are the same people that if you need $2 4 quarters, they not gonna look out for you, and you don't do anything with the intent of getting anything back. but you don't constantly sacrifice to the extent of you. You have to love yourself first and think of self first. And then what you have next to give, that's a different story. What do respects you give me like a young Whitney Houston vibe? What do respects you give me like a young Whitney Houston vibe? Oh, it's all love. Thank you. And, you know, it's just lessons that I had to learn and wisdom I had to learn. But don't let nobody fucking guilt trip you for whomever. The fuck? This motherfucker playing on your emotions. They playing you like a fiddle. And they know how to play you. It's really that energy of like, you show a person how to treat you. Or it's that energy, if I got parents that compare, let's say you got two kids, right? One kid bring in a Birkin bag. One kid bring in something that's from the heart, teddy bears, a note that they wrote. This is meaningful. The parent are more so turned to this gift, the Birkin bag, and idolize it because they're fucking materialistic. So they'll be like, it's like putting kids in competition at a young age when it comes to like gifting and shit like that. So that kid get older and have this mentality of they have to provide the finer things in order to be loved and accepted because it started with their fuck ass mama, fuck ass pops. Whereas like it starts there, them little seeds. Then you have situations where it's like, I don't want to hear shit you got to say unless you got money to bring to the table. Now the parent may not directly say that to you, but it's what they do to make you feel that way. Where it's like, shit, you only listen to me when I'm pulling in money and bringing in money. But if I don't have no money, can I stay here? Like, it's that type of energy where a parent treat a person based off of what they can provide. If you can provide, hell yeah, you can come and go as you please. Hell yeah, you can take whatever you want out the fridge. Hell yeah, you could sleep here. It's that type of energy where a person, parents more so already planted them seeds in a person's head where a person grew up thinking, I'm supposed to only be solely the provider. That's it. My happiness don't matter. As long as the people around me are happy and I'm providing for the people around me, it don't make no fucking difference. It's that type of energy. And really, and that's how when people get older and they get in these relationships with these gold diggers and then they're fucking shocked when the fucking red flags been smacking them in their face the whole damn relationship. They're shocked. You're a gold digger. That person reminded you of your mama or your daddy. And that's why you stayed with them for so long. And that's why you didn't peep the signs because you didn't see it. You don't see your mom as a red flag. Especially if you love her dearly or your dad dearly. If you don't see them as a red flag, how the fuck are you going to see somebody that you're with as a red flag when that's all you know? So it's that type of energy. Somebody's going through a transformation on Pluto. The fuck? So that could also be another reason why somebody's not really vulnerable because it's like money talk, bullshit walk. A person feel like I climb every mountain. What is the song? You are the reason somebody here. You're the reason somebody's growing and evolving. And you're like, shit, I want to be with you. Fuck. You're the reason I'm growing. I want to fix what I broke. Baby, you're too late. That broken part don't live here no more. I fixed it. Or somebody tried to break you and then be the person to come back in and fix you. With all due respect, I'm not going to stay there long. Anyway, somebody here picked this out of a comfort zone, being in a self-know and clinging and attaching to all that they knew. Clinging and attaching to the broken pieces of themselves. Now somebody is tapping more into their higher self and activating this higher self within themselves. A masculine want to walk in their purpose and is open. Or a masculine is tapping into their higher self. Like I said, at the end of the day, it started with my parents. And if all I know is to provide, protect, and that's the thing. You got fathers that pass down gems of knowledge and shit like that. Knowledge. And I quote, ooh, that is not something I say. And they more so teach their kid to be a Papa was a Rolling Stone, or if they never heal and they're sitting in misery, they're going to pass the same shit down to their kid, right? You got parents that do that. What was I getting at? Because I just went out the window. Residuals. I don't know the song, how to pronounce it, but by Chris Brown. But you got fathers that pass down them gems of knowledge, right? And the kid grow up operating like that. So if my father tell me I'm only supposed to protect and provide, and how I view protect and provide is genuinely just showing up and being a protector in the physical. And as long as there's food on the table and you got a roof over your head and you got everything that you want, I'm doing what I'm supposed to. But they don't teach you, you got to emotionally protect your partner, spiritually protect your partner. Whereas, like, shit, if I'm inviting in people into my home, I'm not spiritually protecting my partner. I'm leaving us both open to spiritual attacks by me going out sneaking, creeping, and cheating. Somebody here is what they're taught. So somebody parents didn't really break down, or be an example of what that shit's supposed to mean. Vulnerability. Yeah, I mean, you could be vulnerable with your girl, but I mean, you don't want a motherfucker to take advantage of that. So somebody grew up and grew up and grew up, and they really don't even, how you view vulnerability and they view vulnerability is two different things. They feel like them being vulnerable is, yeah, I may open up about surface level shit, but I'm being vulnerable, I'm being open. Do my reading real quick. I'm Gemini. You want a few card pulls, or you want a personal read? It's always that type of energy, like, whomever this masculine is going through a reality check, and shit is being disillusioned around them. It's time to grow past that paradigm versus staying in it. So hell yeah, this masculine will go with the motherfucker that don't complain much. As long as you happy and providing and you ain't really questioning me, hell yeah. Because that don't require me to be vulnerable. Versus me being in a situation where I have to be vulnerable. I have to show up emotionally. Hell no, I'm not finna go that way, because it's harder to do. And you're asking me for something that I don't even know how to provide. I'm not used to providing that shit. I'm used to just showing up, and my money and my presence is enough. Not being emotionally in tune. You're asking me for something more that I never ever fucking gave. Okay, how soon before she show up? Like, is she close? Is she coming? I don't know what you mean. And where's my soulmate? What's the question? Where is she? Is Bryson on? Are you still here? Hold on real quick, love. Self-care and energy. Somebody here is in this self-care energy, nurturing themselves and showing themselves more compassion. Or that's what somebody's going to be learning on their self-love journey, is to nurture themselves and have more compassion for themselves. Somebody is trying to, it's like half of my deck is upside down. Thank you. There you go. Can you see that comment? So I do online, like, live prices and stuff like that. I do personal reads, or I do live pulls. So do what you feel fits and what's best for you, okay? Somebody want to come in with an apology, or somebody is not ready to really do that. I found love, but you ain't shit. Hey, that's my deck. Upside down and shit. Or you know what this could be? You good. Why are you drinking? This could also be where a person is used to a person being a sole provider in a situation, male and or female. And they want you to feel bad because, okay, I'm not going to take, it's more so this energy, like, the person could be the main breadwinner in the situation. And some people actually get entitled to you doing what you do for them, that they get comfortable with you taking care of them. And it's like, yeah, I don't mind helping you. I don't mind being there for you when times are rough. But don't get fucking entitled. Don't feel like I'm supposed to do it, because this shit is a choice. Could also be that energy. Okay. 44, 44. And 44, 46. Oh. Accountability. Somebody is open to receive and transcending. You're transcending human understanding. And somebody's going to come into some type of unity. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be spying on somebody. Somebody want to take a leap of faith somewhere. I'm telling you, somebody looks at something like it's freedom. Like they could be a free spirit in his energy, or an individual is a free spirit. And they look at something like it's an opportunity. So they be peeping shit behind it. They be thinking more than a person knows. What I want to use? Or it could be a homosexual energy too. A homosexual is an individual that they freak for a place to stay, but they also expect the individual to take care of them. Type of energy, and they feel like as long as they bring their privates to the situation, then that should be enough. Now, some people, like I said, you got different situations where you got a housewife and the husband is the provider, whatever situation, or some people like to do 50-50, 80-20, or somebody could have 80-20 as rule recently, but it just all depends on what you going into a situation and what the mutual agreement is before you get there firsthand. Don't act shocked when a motherfucker just being a self and you couldn't identify how they move. If I got a dad that's used to women taking care of him, what type of man you think I'm gonna pick up? If I got a mom that's used to tricking off on men, what type of women you think I'm gonna pick up? If I got a mom that take care of men, what type of man do you think I'm gonna become? Wrong deck to shuffle like that. So it's just somebody need to really pay attention to their upbringing and why they got this perception. Let's shuffle these different because my daughter, I don't want her to get up. Divine forbid. Somebody could talk to somebody for hours. I want to give you flowers. All right, where's the collective at? Thank you. Somebody here, new love gonna be. I feel so much unconditional love for you. The kind where I want you to be happy even if I'm not there. Somebody, that's why I said somebody's in like a separation, longing for somebody. Somebody loves you enough, but they love you enough to let you go. It's that song by Passenger. It's called literally Let Her Go. You only know you love her when you let her go type energy. Somebody feel like I love you a lot, but if I see I'm hindering you, I'm hindering your growth. Thank you. If I see that I can't really bring to the table what you need, whether it's emotionally, financially, anything, I'll let you go. Here you go. It's that type of energy. Like, I just want you to be happy, and if I see I'm hindering your happiness, or you're not happy with me, or I'm fucking with your mental health, I'm gonna just let you go. It's the best option to do. I'm finally leaving behind my old ways of thinking and the opinions of others. It's not easy to do, but I know it's for the best. Somebody is so used to listen to other people. Somebody values other people's opinions over. It's like lack of trust in self and valuing other people's opinions, or shit. If they questioned about something or they don't really know what to do, they got people they go to. So somebody's learning to break past that way of thinking and think for their fucking self. And somebody also has outdated belief systems they was operating out of. Or like I said, this could tie into childhood type shit. A person's mentality. They make, they model, they build. Somebody got out of a car recently. Or somebody here, you've been manifesting a car, you're going to get a car. And somebody could have a type of car that they want type shit. So it's that type of energy where a person is learning to think past, think outside the box. I don't think outside the box versus staying in that shit, you know? The love between us is overflowing and we can use it to build a family, to help others, or save the planet. I love you. Somebody look at somebody like, building material. Like they look at, when they think of family, marriage, the whole 9 yards, they think of you. So somebody views somebody, somebody stutters. Somebody really love the fuck out of you, and they feel like with you that if they walking in their purpose and you're walking in your purpose, then y'all could accomplish a lot of shit and save a lot of things on the planet, whether it's animals, people. Somebody really look at a person like, we could help the community a lot. It was both walking in our purpose. We can do a lot together. I do want a family though. Somebody want a baby, somebody. I'm afraid to show you off because I feel you are out of my league, and others will make fun of me or try to steal you from me. And somebody feel like, they don't even know how they got you. They, what you bring to the table, how you move, how you operate, it's not normal. So a person feel like you're not the average type that they get or attract. I'm a collective reading. It's a collective reading, so it's messages in here for you. The whole reading is not for you, okay? But somebody's used to pulling certain type of males or females, right? So when they bump into a person that actually value self, love they self, have wisdom, expect more out of a situation than the bare fucking minimum, somebody really feel like somebody out their league. And they feel like people will make fun of them because they pulled you, or because they know they out of their league, so they feel like people will see them in that scope too. Or they'll try to take you because they look at them like, okay, if you can pull them, then I sure as hell can pull this person. I don't know what the fuck they see in you. When I Was Your Man, Bruno Mars is playing. I was so deprived of feminine touch in my life. Didn't I say somebody is so used to a different caliber of a person? I'm telling you, somebody is not used to a nurturing type. Like I said, somebody's used to a person's, my money and my presence is enough. As long as I show up to protect you and I'm financially set in life, I really got to stress for shit. I don't really have to put in anything more into this situation. I can do me. So when a person bump into an individual that, and I require you to grow here, I require you to be open here, I require you to have emotional availability here, I require so much. I require the little things. Show me you're considerate, that you're thinking about me. What else can you provide besides dick, looks, and finances and protection? The motherfucker ain't used to that, so some people run back to what they're used to. Okay, back to the point. I was so deprived of feminine touch in my life. To feel safe and nurtured, I'm no longer afraid of this, and I'm ready to embrace it. And somebody's like saying, when I was your man, oh, wee. I know I'm probably much too late to try and apologize for my mistakes, but I just want you to know. I hope he buys you flowers. I hope he holds your hand, give you all his hours when he has the chance. Somebody likes to dance. Somebody's like, shit, I'm ready to embrace this part of you. Like, I'm ready to embrace that feminine energy, that feminine touch in my life. I'm ready for everything. I wasn't ready back then, but I'm ready. That's how somebody. All right, the Empress. Somebody's not used to have an action Empress in their life. So when they came across an Empress, it's like, oh, this shit is surreal. I really. Shit take too much work. You ask of too much. I mean, as soon as I see spiritual, I'm out. Okay. Have a wonderful day. I get triggered when you have different views than me. Look at that. That's fucking crazy. And look at the comment. Okay, anyways. And I take everything too personally, getting easily offended. Somebody is not used to a person challenging their belief system. Like I said, if I'm used to a person if I'm used to a person that my looks is enough and that's it. All I gotta do is drop some coochie and look good, and that's enough. When I come across a person that, yeah, looks is cool, but looks deceive, I'm gonna challenge your belief systems. Over here, you're required to grow. We can grow together or we can grow apart. The choice is yours. Somebody more so got offended that a person had their own mind and they don't view the world in the way that they view the world. It's like your way is not the only way to view the fucking world. So that triggered somebody. And then some people, ain't no sunshine when she gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. So somebody took everything personally. A person said, no, I'm not shooting down your mentality. I'm just showing you there's more in life and more ways to think than your mentality. Somebody took shit offensively, took it personally, and got offended. And it was really because they was triggered. There's more ways to look at one situation than just your view. And just because that's how you view it, that don't mean it's right. That's why they say it's three sides to a story, because it's people can see the same situation playing out but view it all completely different. The way I see a situation, the way you see a situation, we can see it two different ways. Your side, my side, and the truth. I am grateful for everything that you gave me, and I want to give back 10 times more. The skills will be balanced very soon. Somebody feel like they're grateful for everything that you poured into them, whether that's emotionally, financially, spiritually, however a person poured into an individual. And they're learning the value of what you poured. They're learning the value of what a feminine touch is in their life, what an actual feminine energy look like. And no shade, no tea. Some people, moms don't be actual divine feminine. So when they bump into one, it's like they not used to that. I didn't even get that from my mom. You love me more than my mom loved me, or you gave me love that my mom never gave me, or my dad never gave me. Some people don't know how to stomach that, digest it. It's surreal. So somebody's learning the value. It reminds me of this song, I think it's called Woman's Worth by Alicia Keys, and Maxwell made one too, where somebody's learning the value of what an actual empress is, and they want to pour back 10 times more than what you poured into them to balance the scales. Because I acknowledge what you actually poured into the situation now. I didn't see it back then. Do better. Look at you living without him. Look at thinking you couldn't without him. Look at you living. Look at you doing way better now. Like your feelings. Your head just came back and your ass getting a little bigger. Girl, fuck that little nigga. Because yeah, at the bottom of this deck, before I start shuffling, I like getting ego boost from material achievements. So each time I'm insecure about money, I run away from you and others. Like I said, somebody feel like if they money funny, they ain't got shit to offer. They achievements, what they can get with their money, how much money they got, determines their worth in the situation. So if they ain't got that to bring to the table, they don't feel worthy to be at a table, at any table. They rather run away and work on their finances and then come back to the scene versus somebody really, it boosts their ego. Like they like materialistic shit. So if they don't feel complete without it. The devil. Wait. Somebody could be like bounded to this shit. It's like you idolize materialistic shit and the person bound you to it, or the divine bound you to what you idolize most. It's hard for me to face my pain, so I indulge in short-term pleasures or substances. I know it's not good for me, but I can't stop. Somebody think that the way to heal their problems is at the bottom of a bottle, or with drugs, or seduction could be one. Lust. Somebody try to freak their problems away. Um, Somebody's avoiding healing, and they feel like shit. That's the most quickest way to face their problems, but it's a temporary solution. It numbs it for that moment, but then once that drunk dries up or that high dries up, you still feel the same way. It's because you gotta go more inward versus trying to run from your pain or trying to mask it up, act like you cool, and then later at night, later in the day, you run into shit to try to make you feel better. And but then you get up the next day and you still feel shitty. You still feel hurt. It's because you gotta fix what's broken inside. A bottle, drugs, that shit is not gonna fix it. You brought back faith into my life, and now I'm trusting the higher power. Despite my past, I allow myself to feel loved and protected. Somebody's a star. Somebody here did not say that you are the reason that song was playing. Somebody's the reason somebody's really growing. Or somebody motivated somebody to grow by them growing and changing their mentality and saying, damn, like, I seen you when you was broken and in this low aspect of yourself and really so them seeing that made them, and never seeing you believing in a higher power and trusting in the universe, trusting the ancestors, is helping to motivate them to do the same. So somebody's more so in this energy where they're learning to trust in a higher power despite what happened in the past, despite what they did in the past, and just learning to love themselves and feel protected. I'm taking a break from everything so I can meditate and release my old ways of thinking. This process is not easy. As somebody is going through a change and transformation, my mindset being completely shifted. December 15th, 17th, 3rd, 6, 5. Say goodbye. What is that song called? Baby, you're trolling. End of the road. Somebody like, we belong together. Like, and you know we do. Like, why the fuck are you running from your calling? They're like, come on now. Like, you even know this. Why the fuck are you playing with me? You're playing with my mind. Why are you doing that? So, like I said, at the end of the day, somebody has to change their whole way of thinking, and that shit is not easy. Thank you. Yeah, I get trolls, and it's cool at this point. I don't even care. You just keep reminding me I'm that shit. We came to the end of the road. I ain't gonna let you go, but why you trying to let me go? So yeah, it's not easy to. It's not easy to face the fact that you've been lied to all your fucking life. That shit is an illusion around you. That the way that you were taught to grow up or the way you were taught to think about different situations and then your own personal experiences without any healing work of how you perceive things, you have to shift all that way of thinking, your whole mentality, into a whole new individual, a whole new you, and outgrow them circumstances and outgrow the way that you're thinking. Hell yeah, that shit ain't easy. Somebody's seeing that now. It's like, yeah, a person may look some shit look good, look some shit, make some shit look good. They may make healing look easy. But now a person's finally understanding that the reason you're so in tune with your feminine touch and your feminine energy and this Empress energy, how much heartache and pain a person had to go through to change who they used to be to who they are now. Somebody's finally seeing it. Muted. I can do that. Oh. Blonde moment, okay? Or somebody like blondes. Somebody could be a blonde hair person or wearing a blonde wig. I wanted to get a blonde wig, but I'm like, nah. I'm cool. Anyway, somebody is more so seeing things from a higher scope now and understanding that healing hurt like a bitch. Here you go. I love me a wig, okay? I love me a good old wig. I'm not lying. Said I wanted a blonde one. I had a couple different wig ideas, but I'm like, nah, I don't really want to. Somebody's seeing healing hurt. Spirituality is not just about saging and crystals and meditating and putting your feet in the grass and saying I'm spiritual and I'm healed. That's no, that shit gets dark. Healing gets dark. You have them nights where you just feeling shit and you're hurt and you crying. Have them days where you just crying and you healing hurt like a bitch. And somebody start finally grasping the fact that meditation does not just make spirituality. Just because I wear an ankh around or wear spiritual things around, that does not mean I'm really on my spiritual journey. But now I gotta sit back with myself and unbox things about myself. Ways I sabotage, ways I act. If I'm a manipulative motherfucker, I gotta sit back with my manipulative ways. I gotta see the shit that my parents do. I gotta see my parents for who they really are and not who I want them to be. It's the energy of like the rose gold glasses ain't no, it ain't so rosy. It ain't so gold rosy. Somebody could watch Caillou or show their kids Caillou. And somebody I picked up on this game, heads down, thumbs up, time to play 7 Up. Somebody could have played that shit back then or when they was a kid type shit. But somebody's finally realizing that Healing means I have to shift my whole perception, shift my whole timeline, go on a whole new paradigm shift, activate a higher self, identify the traitors in my circle, identify, damn, sometimes your parents can be a fucking narcissist. And you don't know it. Some people pick up narcissistic tendencies from their parents. That's who raised you. So it's like I gotta not only look at myself in the mirror and hold a mirror up to myself and reflect, but I gotta also look at the people that's around me too. Somebody is finally seeing that. And that shit hurt. I'm not gonna act like it don't. I'm not. Them dark night of souls, them bitches get dark. And you feel depressed, but really you evolving. And that could be why somebody drink it too, because that's the only way they know how to face their problems. This is justice. Somebody's going through justice, or somebody getting discipline, order, and peace in their life. How they move, how they act. Red, blue, white, yellow, green, orange. I belong to you. You belong to me, I belong to you. So yeah, somebody here is more so in this justice energy. Got a lot of justice coming in their situation. Or part of their justice is getting disciplined within themselves. At the end of the day, I can't be out here moving loose. I need to get disciplined. I can't pray for blessings and don't have the discipline to maintain my blessings. Somebody is learning shit the hard way. Now you seeing all that this person didn't just hop into one day wake up and be feminine energy. No, they may embody some of it coming up, was taught it. Okay, yeah, I know how to cook, I know how to clean. That was shit I was taught. But the healing journey to get to the point that they're at now, they went through a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of sitting with self. Now, a person, it's that type of energy. Somebody is being ordinary. You trying to belong, you trying to fit in with people. You acting like the average individual. Somebody's changing, I'm telling you. It's that energy of where a person always acted like something that they weren't, or all they knew. Everything around them acted like them, and they acted like them. So it's like a person don't really outgrow toxic situations if that's all they knew. So whomever this person was came into a person's life to trigger a new way of thinking. Hence why a person gets triggered, because a person thinks different or have a different mentality or move different, or just something's different about an individual, the way they operate, the way they think, the way they analyze situations. Or shit, a person could be coming into a person's life and being real vulnerable. It could seem naive to that person, but it's because you shut that aspect off of you, and that's something that you embody within yourself. So a person come around the individual being more vulnerable and more open, and they looking at them like, you're green. Your ass is green, but really in reality, the ancestors brought this individual around you for you to see this is something that you have within you. You just shut that version off of you, or whatever heartache and pain you went through, you shut this version off of you, but this is something that's within you. What's exposed to you is something that you have within you. So somebody here is just used to the same shit, different day type of energy. And a part of their justice is they have to change. A part of their justice is they have to outgrow these circumstances. You can't act ordinary, and you were never meant to be ordinary. You can't keep dimming your fucking... It's like putting a candle or a lamp under a bed. I'm in darkness. Under the bed is dark. If I put a lamp under there, I can't dim my light in darkness. My light's still gonna shine. So you're trying to be ordinary in rooms you're meant to fucking shine in. You're trying to dim your fucking light. Like, no. Spirit said, cut it. 18, 19, 17. Union and power. Somebody's gonna come into some type of union. Or this could be union within self and having power within yourself, or identifying your power, because you're coming back to one. So yeah, somebody is changing and growing and evolving. can't be ordinary. You ain't meant to. You think else like his dick. Somebody's intelligent, I'm telling you, or somebody's level of thinking, the way they perceive shit, the way they take in information, the way they evaluate situations. Somebody's becoming more intelligent, more evolved. Somebody's transforming. Somebody's very resourceful, or you're coming into a lot more resources. Say Goodbye by Chris Brown. Yeah, somebody's saying goodbye to old ways of thinking, old ways of being, old toxic relationships and things that's been hemming them up and hindering them. It was fun while it lasted. The broken part of me really wanted this. It craved this. That's all I knew. But when you start evolving, the thing about karmics, right? A karmic wants to keep you in this low aspect version of you. Because if you start growing and outgrow them, they know you would never look at them the same again. You wouldn't look back at them. They also know that magic sticks on a person when you're operating out of low frequency, addiction, low vibrational energy. It's easier for magic to cling on to you versus a person that's evolving and growing and healing and elevating in tune with self, activating their higher self versus a person that drinks or smokes or operate out of toxic. It's easier to bound a person to these type of situations. So the more a person grow and evolve and change and start to look at the person that they're with, it's like, damn, I was only attracted to you due to lustful ways, or due to my broken inner child craved you to be my mom and you craved me to be your dad. That's the only thing that attracted each other. A karmic don't want you to outgrow that, so they try to keep you in that broken energy and keep you tied to toxicity, whether they constantly trying to bring the toxicity out of you. You could be trying to grow and evolve, and it's like they double down on being more toxic because they're trying to keep you stuck there. So the more a person grow, the more they're realizing the relationships they chose, the more they're realizing a lot of shit, they family, they friends, a lot of shit is from a broken state. I said somebody wants to be more than friends with a person. Like somebody really want to, like somebody friends on somebody, but they really don't want to be your friend. They see more with you. They want to be the one you go to, want to be the one that ain't gonna hurt you. I want to be the one to make your friends jealous. How the way they treat you, like be the one that's shutting down the fellas. Like somebody that don't want to be the person that's in the background just watching. Like they want to cut it. That's mine. Cut that shit. Like somebody really is in love with their friend. Somebody fumbled and they know they fucked up with a person. Signature moves. It could be somebody move like, lost in thought type shit, low battery. If I don't make the first move, you gonna start hating me. Or somebody saying goodbye, because I really don't feel the way I once felt about you. It's not you, it's me. Somebody's learning that leading people won't get you a lot of bad karmic debt. So they're like, shit, fuck it, like, I don't want you to hate me because I don't feel the same way about you, so I'd rather end this with you. Like, I'm not gonna lead you on and have you thinking, stop playing with the kid. That was a new one. I don't want to lead you on and how you thinking that I see a future with you and I want something more with you, and I'm doing everything with intention. I'm making cautious actions. So I'd rather let's just end this. That part. I'd rather just end this situation and call it quits versus leaving you alone. I may have fucked up in my past and did shit in my past and led people on, but if I'm moving forward with intention and cautious action, and I know I fucked up right there in my past, I'm not gonna continue to do the same shit. And I'd rather let you go versus watching you trying to constantly pour into a situation where I really don't want to be. And I really just don't feel the same about you. Or like I said, it's a matter of outgrowing a situation. Like, I've outgrown this. I was, yes, I was attracted to the toxic aspects in you, but if I'm the only one evolving in this situation, that shit is not attracted to me no more. I think the hardest thing is you growing and the person that you with is not growing with you. That shit is so hard to deal with. All right. A couple cards. Fall back. Somebody falling back. Can we talk? I'm cool. I'm sorry. Somebody's texting somebody. Can we just talk? This person like, I'm cool. They saying, I'm sorry. Somebody fucked. Like, somebody, can we just talk? Let's just talk this out. This was a love that cut it so deep. This was a love that just, it really caused the person a lot of heartache, pain, betrayal, a lot of deceiving or shit. When you realize a person ain't really who you thought they was, it's that energy like when you in love with a person, your love make them special. And then when you start to sit back and really heal and look at how a person is, you realize your love was the only thing that made that person special, and they just as ordinary as any fucking player out there, anybody out there. And that shit can cut deep when you realize a person really ain't who you were in love with their potential, not who they were. And when you start to see who they are, you start to peel back them layers of that person. It's like, damn, like that shit can hit a person really hard. Or like I said, this love could have came with a lot of betrayals, heartache, agony, pain, deception. Shit, you attracted to that broken state, so of course you got broken love. I don't even love myself. How can I give you anything I can't even give my fucking self? Somebody did spills to separate two people so they can be with a person. It's that type of energy like, how I keep coming back to you when you betrayed me in every which way but loose. It's because if you tried to move on, this person always sent out some type of spell work for y'all to break up. Or shit to not really take off the ground. This person was sabotaging your love life like a motherfucker. What's a goblin to a goon? Ancestors, divines are the big dogs. Your ancestors, somebody here, your ancestors are goons. Or shit, they fucked around and did a separation spell on the wrong person. They used to attacking your love life and attacking people that you dealt with, but they ain't never actually imagined you bumping into a chosen person and then them trying to attack you and this person. And they ancestors is fucking that person up now because, bitch, you tried it. Somebody fumbled knowing they fucked up, I'm telling you. Me, I love you. And I let you walk away, and I'm not going out that way. Not that way. 10-10, completion of a cycle. Spiritual awakening, manifestations. Somebody's coming into new beginnings, trust and guidance, personal growth and balance. Love on the horizon or deeply a connection. Twin flame, profound love or spiritual growth. Somebody, you stop telling people your moves and what you plan on doing. Stop telling your left hand. Stop telling your right hand what your left hand is doing. Stop telling people your moves. Somebody with a succubus. Somebody was with a succubus and they kept them. Didn't I just say their goal is to keep you in lustful energy? Their goal is to keep you in doubt, fear, shame, grief, anxiety. That's their goal. Because if you look back and see that you're dealing with a fucking succubus, a succubus is a sex demon in woman form. You're not going to continue to deal with that person. Because you're going to see past the flesh and look at the spirit. Doubt, fear, grief, blame, fear, anxiety. Somebody could be in a fearful state of mind. Shame, pain, lack, etc. are projections, low vibrational frequencies. Don't let it hinder you or penetrate your growth. It's designed to keep you stuck on the timeline of hurt. Or you know what it could be? Love that cuts so deep. A person intentionally left a person in guilt or use guilt trip tactics. Intentionally tried to make a person fearful how they showed up. You cheat on me, you 222 confirmation. I mean, not confirmation, balance, and alignment. Oops. A person use fear tactics where it's like where a person try to move on and they acting crazy and showing up and doing crazy shit. Now a person in fear like, I don't really want to move on. I might as well just stick to what I know. I might as well just stick with you. Like you really a person did this shit intentionally, wanted a person in anxiety or constantly bringing pain to a person's life to keep them in a lack state of mind, only because it keeps you on a timeline of hurt. And it's the energy of identifying, is this trauma bond or love? So somebody here needs to heal that wound and stop stunning your own growth. Because this person, if I can keep you in lustful energy, of course you're gonna constantly entertain a succubus spirit. If I can keep you in doubt, it's blame. If I shift the blame on you and really I'm the problem, of course you're gonna stay in that low vibration. Or you constantly blaming like, damn, somebody was really harboring somebody energy. Somebody dropping like flies around somebody. Somebody could be from the UK, spinning in own web of lies and manipulation out of control. 333 could be significant. Angels and ancestors support and guidance, spiritual awakening, creativity, self-expansion, balance and harmony, positive affirmation, and trust your instincts. What happens in the dark comes to the light. Somebody lied, manipulated a lot of people or individuals that was around them to keep them stuck. And every deed that they did in the dark is coming to the light. And it's to the point where it's like, okay, you ever meet a liar that tells a lie and they believe they own lie. But then when you ask them or you catch them up in a lie, it's like they got to lie more to keep up with the lie they initially told. Somebody can't keep up with the lies or lost control of the lies or forgot the lies that they told. The manipulation they tried, it's like you can't, somebody's spinning in their own web that they created. Okay, I see confusion and illusion. Male or female. Or somebody's gonna try to binge your blocks in, and they in his energy. Mad you awaken them, your soulmate or true love. Somebody mad you awaken a soulmate or true love, a twin flame. I told you somebody's goal is to keep somebody on a low frequency, a low vibration. Because they know you're only picking me out of a trauma state. You're only picking me out of a low vibrational state. So if I can't take the risk of you evolving because you won't choose me in the end. Mad you've awakened a twin flame. Somebody's pissed. All magic and bad intentions backfired and enhanced. Somebody here does hoodoo is effective. This of the light spells not causing harm to other people. At the end of the day, they try to do magic on this person. They did everything in their power to keep this person stuck. And the magic just backfired and enhanced back to them. This person's evolving. Your magic, it ain't working. Happy ending, right? Somebody's outgrowing shit. Somebody's evolving past it. So, of course, their magic ain't gonna really, it ain't affecting them. Because it affected a broken state of them. Or this is to come. All right, close out. Because I'm about to go. Cat got your tongue. Somebody tongue tied and shit. All magic and intentions enhanced. 888. Somebody here, you got some money coming in. Abundance and prosperity manifestation. Good luck, guidance, and support. Taking inspired action. Deepening the connection or new love is coming in. Emotional growth with a twin flame dynamic. Somebody's conniving. It's like you can't hide behind your conniving ass ways anymore. Somebody could be Trinidad. Somebody tried to hide behind their conniving ways. And that shit's still coming to the forefront. You can only portray an image for so long. Or a person didn't see that you were conniving because they were broken. It was from an unhealed state. So the more a person healed, the more they pay attention to how you move, how you act, how you speak, the more they start to see you for who you are, how conniving you are, how manipulative you are, how much of a liar you are. Just 555, change and transformation. I won't be. Somebody's choosing themselves. Don't seem logical. What do you mean? Somebody's going through a financial breakthrough, new love, interest, reevaluation of relationships, or undergoing a change, freedom and independence, positive outlook, adaptability, spiritual growth, or in new beginnings. Okay, got your tongue. Somebody tongue tied. They didn't expect this person to heal. Not all, because it's fucked up. You should want people to grow and heal and evolve and become a better version of themselves. You shouldn't want somebody to stay stuck on a timeline or just seem like they deprived and they mental deprived and they just going downhill. You shouldn't want somebody to stay there. Somebody's emotionally available and it's in this glow up energy, or it's going through a glow up. It's coming into new beginnings of the divine. Somebody is cheating with somebody. Somebody loving themselves and is choosing themselves. I really don't want to tell this message, but oh, fuck it. Okay, somebody's cheating with somebody that's in a relationship, and it could be with a karmic family member. So somebody could be sleeping with somebody's cousin or brother, or somebody's playing it real close and is dealing with somebody's family. That's for somebody here. Specific message. Yeah, because they're conniving. Somebody here, you got money coming in, 520-7418. 369, main character energy. A hitman snitch, or somebody ran to a karmic lesson. Somebody ran to a situation where they was only supposed to learn lessons out the situation, and whomever they ran to is sleeping with somebody that's in their family. And this is a karmic family member. This family member is supposed to teach their ass a lesson too. So somebody's gonna figure out a really bad betrayal. Keep your composure, don't lose your shit, and elevate, grow past a bitch, because that's not what they want. That's what they don't want. They don't want a person to outgrow this shit. They want you to swoop the fuck out because you're still in a low vibrational state. It's easier to do magic on a person that's low vibrational as fuck. Real easy for the shit to stick too. Elevate past the shit. Don't stay there. Then you start to see your ass just a hoe. Why would I tweak out over you? You just a hoe. If you choose to go slang ding-a-ling, or you got a wet ass for no reason, you got a wet ass laid on your back and sent home for no reason, that's on you. That's what you choose to do. It ain't got shit to do with me. Somebody wants a person to operate out of this reactive abuse energy. Reunion soul tie. Twin flame want a reunion with somebody. Karma, justice, and balance. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's closed off to a person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Want a unity, transformation. So at the end of the day, I'll grow this shit, man. Some people really get a thrive off of that reaction. If I react in a negative way, you can siphon my energy off the strength of how I react and how I showed up to a situation, because I'm pouring in too much entity. Something about an entity could be significant. I'm pouring too much energy into this situation. So somebody just really need to learn how spirituality, she's very flexible. Oh, whoever you're talking about, okay. Somebody just need to learn more about spirituality and the laws of attraction, the laws of, somebody just need to really learn the different laws of attraction, the different laws of spirituality, and the different laws of the universe and shit like that. Somebody just need to become more evolved in a lot of shit, so then they're cautious with how they move, how they act, the action that they take. So somebody is just the energy of somebody's evolving. And It's a season of shedding off shit that just no longer legs behind that neck. Okay. Oh, do your thing then, okay. But don't let lust fool you. Is it love or is it because of how flexible she is, you know? So it's that type of energy. Solely. Don't let a motherfucker play on your emotions to control you. Alright, y'all. I call back all my energy and my power and I return yours back to you. I love you guys so much. If you want to book a personal reading, all the information will be in the description box. My Patreon group chat will be in the description box. My business card will be in the description box. It's a digital business card. And that's how you can get in contact with me and stuff. And for any donations to my channel, that'll be in the description box. I do love you all so much. My spiritual gang, love, namaste. You know about this bitch. Mwah. I say, and last minute messages to the collective. Don't let nobody guilt trip you and play on your emotions and make you feel like you're less of an individual because you're not falling for their bullshit. See, a person that get mad when you start setting boundaries with them and you're not easy to manipulate wrong with that. Somebody went the wrong way. You're not easy to manipulate. It's a person that benefited off of you being broken. Because a person that wants what's best for you is happy when you set boundaries for yourself because you're no longer pouring out of a broken state. So at the end of the day, don't let nobody fucking guilt trip you, none of that shit. You hear me? Like, don't let nobody make you feel bad for choosing self. The only reason they mad is because they can no longer benefit off your brokenness. Alright? I love y'all. I do. And somebody here, just raise your vibration, raise your frequency. So then you no longer fall victim to spiritual abuse because you understand it. And I was going to say something else. I can't even remember. I love y'all so much. I really do. And I'm going to get up out of here. My spirit too. Hold on. Give me one moment. Oh, yeah, my body. Messed up. Chris Brown's last minute song. And don't let nobody make you feel bad because you just outgrew their shit. And you see them who they are. I'm just playing. You are very beautiful. Thank you. I would love to have a privilege to marry you. That's all love. Thank you. Like I said, at the end of the day, don't let nobody feel like you're less of a woman or less of a man because you no longer, you see through their bullshit and their manipulation. Don't let nobody make you feel that way. That's how they got you in the first place. Confirmation. So I'm finna get up out of here, y'all. I really am. I love y'all so much and I'm out. I say.